What's going on, guys? Today I'm going to be going over my EDC, or everyday carry, for the year 2024. So let's dive into it. First things first, probably the most important, controversially, item out of an EDC is, of course, the firearm. So right here, clear and safe, I have a Glock 19X. Now, everything is stock on this gun except the tape, the ledge that's cut in, and the undercut done to the trigger guard. I've changed nothing into the internals of this gun or anything like that, and that's just due to reliability. When you start messing with stuff on the insides, that's when you start running into trouble. So due to my smaller stature, some of you may be asking yourselves, why on earth did he go with a 19X to carry every day? Well, I carried a full-size SIG 320 every day for a year. So compare this 19X to that as nothing. Secondly, some of the reasons I went with the 19X overall is because they completely reworked this system, because this was the gun that they were going to, send off for military adoption. So a couple things that they redid was, one being the recoil spring. It is very, very noticeable in the amount of recoil reduction, or the amount of felt recoil. Compared this to an MR 920 or even a stock Gen 3 Glock 19, you're going to notice a considerable amount of reduced felt recoil with the 19X. Secondly, as you can see, the 19X trigger is completely reworked, meaning if I go through pulling this trigger, there really is no noticeable wall. Now, if I was to do this with a stock, Gen 3 19, I would pull through my slack, and I'm going to simulate it here, but there would be a very, very pronounced wall. On the 19X, that wall is mitigated, and that's so the trigger is more forgiving. So I've carried a number of guns throughout the years, and one of them being, 365 XO, which is a more micro carry gun. I've carried a full-size 320, a G45, which is pretty much the black version of this, and now the 19X. So with that being said, I know the pros and cons to carrying all different types and sizes of handguns. And for me personally, I feel as though I am more accurate and more proficient with a handgun this size than I am with a handgun the size of a 365 XL. Now, given my skill set, that's not to say that I couldn't get the job done with a 365 XL. That's just saying that I am humbling myself and accepting that I know for a fact I am 100% more proficient with this handgun than I am with a 365 XL, for example. And that is just one of the major reasons that I went back to not only the 19X, but to a 19X sized handgun. For my holster rig that I'm running a Black Arc Holsters appendix rig. I just prefer appendix. It comes with a wing to help with printing on the body. I'm a smaller guy, so printing with a gun this size is something that I have to take into consideration. I also like this particular holster model because it comes with a secondary sidecar for a extra magazine, which these stock Glock mags, which I prefer running stock mags over aftermarkets just due to reliability as a whole, but these hold 20 rounds. So I've got 18 in the gun with a flush mag, and then a extra 20 on me. And then if I feel the need, I might need the more ammo, I will go ahead and throw another magazine on top of that with another 20 rounds. So now that the firearm's out of the way, let's jump into communication device. Simple iPhone SE, nothing too fancy. It makes calls and it texts. That's really all you need in today's world. As far as the blade, as many of you know, I do run a TKL knife Guardian on my battle belt. However, for my EDC, I've gone with a Case Sodbuster. Now, this is not the junior, this is the larger one. I just prefer the size. Now, Case has been around for years and years and years. My grandfather carried this exact, well, not this exact, but this exact model of Case knife throughout his lifetime, and it served him well. So for the price point that these knives are running, it is a great, great option. Now, to house all my, payment utensils, credit cards and stuff of that nature, I got a simple Ridge style wallet. It's not manufactured by Ridge. It's a couple slabs of metal with a couple bungees and a metal clip for some bills, and it holds all my important documents, and it does its job. It's really all I needed to do. The belt that I run is a ratchet style system of belt that can be found by Blackbeard Belts. So far, I've used them for about 6 to 7 months now, and it is a rubberized material that does take some getting used to, but so far it has been outstanding for CCW. So I hope you guys enjoyed this short video. Have a great day. God bless.